Welcome to this episode of The Kitchen Warrior. I'm Chef Melvin. Today I want to show you this recipe that is chicken giblets pickled in escabeche. Let me show you the list of ingredients. Here we have some fresh bay leaves, also called hojas de laurel. Here we have sliced onions. We have these plantains. These are called burro bananas. And so these are green, and I'll show you what we're going to do with these. This is yucca root, also known as cassava, native to Africa, very expensive. Here we have some cloves of garlic. We have chicken giblets. Here we have a mirepoix of carrots, celery, and onions. We have a little bit of chicken powder. We have some chicken drumstick meat, the bones that came out from them. We have some chopped parsley. Here we have some allspice. In some countries they call it English pepper. Here we have black peppercorns. At some point, these peppercorns were worth their weight in gold, and spices like these were the reason why the New World became to exist. We also have some cider vinegar. We have olive oil, salt, and pepper. Begin by deboning these drumsticks. As you know, drumsticks are not that expensive, and so this makes it ideal for us cooking at home. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to debone these drumsticks. And basically what we want to do is just score it and then push down on the bone very carefully. Then we're going to hack the bone right here with a knife. We're going to save the bone aside. We're going to turn it around. We're going to cut this. We're also going to save this aside. What we do with the giblets is that we want to remove some of the silver skin. We just want to keep the silver skin aside. We're going to go through each one of these giblets. We're just going to cut them right here in the middle and take out that part. All we want is the part that is nice and meaty. That silver skin is tough now to cut, and it's very chewy to try to eat it as the product is finally cooked. Alright, so we are done trimming our giblets. We have removed all the silver skin from the center, and we're going to use this in combination with the bones, the mirepoix, to make a stock. I'm going to start with some cold water. There is about 2 quarts of water. We're going to add the bones right in there. We're going to add the giblets. And we're going to hold back for a few moments until all the coagulation, all the proteins, the blood floats to the top. We're going to skim it, then we're going to add our vegetables. So what we're going to do here, we're going to take these drumsticks and we're going to place them in there. Because later on, when they're poached, we're going to slice them, and that's going to look really good. Cut like this, and we are going to boil this. A little bit of water, a little bit of salt to this. We're going to add a little bit of salt to this other one here, where we're going to put the giblets here shortly. We're going to even add a little bit right here to our main stock. We're going to take the yucca root and we're going to place it right here in the water. And what we want to do is poach it just like we would cook a potato. Alright, here we have some of that coagulation forming here in the back pan right here. And that right there, my friends, is called the raft. That is the culinary term for it. But we're going to skim that and just take that out. I sliced these ones lengthwise, but you can also cut them bias into small wheels. And what we want to do is we want to cook these until they're fully cooked, but we don't want them falling apart. Alright, so here we are. We're skimming our chicken stock. Alright, everything came up to the top. I'm removing the foam, and now we're going to add our vegetables right in there. After 45 minutes approximately, we're going to remove our chicken thighs. As you see, we put them in there and then we'll complete it. It's been 1 hour and 15 minutes, and the giblets are finally fully cooked. They are soft. So we're going to taste our chicken stock. It has been simmering for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Very good. because we didn't have enough bones to make a real strong stock, we're going to add a little bit of this chicken powder. This is Knorr, but you can add any kind that you like. You can add cubes, you can add a paste. It's all good. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to begin assembling our dish. Alright, so we're going to take some of this garlic. We're going to place it right here. We're going to add the giblets right on top. We're going to add some of these onions right on top. We're going to add a few bay leaves. That's good enough. 5, 6. We're going to save one maybe for the presentation later on. We're going to add some of this allspice berries. That's pretty good. Maybe just a little bit more. Very good. We're going to add a little bit of black pepper, about a teaspoon. And these, very good. Everything is looking good. Alright, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to add some of our vinegar. And we're going to add about half a cup of vinegar. Very good. Alright, so to this, we're going to add a little bit of this chicken stock right over the top. Okay, we have rendered all the stock right in here, and it's all very hot. It just barely came out from a boiling point. Very good. Put this here. What we're going to do here is that we're going to add 3/4 of a cup of this oil, olive oil. And we're going to mix this just slightly, just like that. Very good. Now we're going to taste it very quickly to see if it needs a little bit more salt or if this is just right. Let's taste it real good. We're going to let this cool down, and when it's cold we're going to taste it again to see if it needs a little bit more salt and pepper. Escabeche is served cold. So our escabeche has finally cooled down, and as you can see, the broth is more congeals like a gelatin. Very, very nice. So we're going to begin by plating it up with the burro plantains. You can use bananas, green bananas, but they must be green. And we're going to do a shingle effect right here. We're going to do a shingle with 3 bananas. This is an appetizer. You want to make it nice and small, you know. And okay, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to take some of these and we're going to place them right over the top, just like that. A little bit of everything. A little bit of the chicken, a little bit of the gizzards. Very nice. Just like that. Then we're going to take another piece right here. I'm going to place it right across the top. Just like that. So we can see the plantains at the bottom, and we can see this other plantain. We're going to add one more little bit on top of this. You have to make sure we grab a little bit of everything, because that is what this plate is made from. Just like that. Just a little bit on top. Alright, we're going to take one of these leaves, one of these bay leaves, and we're going to slide it right underneath here, just to give it a little bit more color. Alright, so I've made a little bit of an achote oil, or annatto, and what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to place a few drops, just randomly, different places, just like that, just to give it a little bit of color. And I've got a few olives right here that we're going to use. We're going to drop a few of these olives because the saltiness from it will complement this dish as well. 3, even 4 olives. This one we're going to drizzle. Just a little drizzle. Like that. Very nice. Careful not to fall inside the rim. And we're going to place a few of these olives as well. These are different presentations. You can do the same thing with potatoes or any root vegetable, any vegetable that you have. This is a recipe that my mother shared with me, and today I share with you. Thank you for watching. I'm Chef Melvin, the Kitchen Warrior. Until next time.